Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Is it live? It is live. Excuse me. Shoot. Ah. Let's log in. Bless me. Santa Bear is coming to town. He sees you when he's streaming. Melissa's always awake. All right, let's log in. Bam, there we go. Okay, what is my audio at? Is my audio... Thank God I wasn't mute for that one. I just wrote you guys like the best Christmas carol ever. Which 3 personas to use? One is... Where's my sound? Hold on. There it is. So I will show you what I built, because we'll wait until 8:45. So we started early. We'll wait till 8:45 before I do the polls, but I built... So there's Dionysus, as always. And this is how I just built my Shiva yesterday. Hey, Indonesia, what's going on? So this is Shiva. Shiva is your turn 3, turn 6. You use the signature skill. Oh, nice. Got on the guaranteed? Heck yeah. So I spent way too much stamina getting these yesterday. It was... You can ask the guild. I was like getting mad in chat. But this is how I built. The only reason I don't have a skill here is I need to see... Because this will be my lead-in persona because I have Automataru. And I need to see how much agility I need to go last. So like... Or to go first on Wonder. Or at least before Haru. So I need to... Like, I don't want to get this skill until I know which level to get. But I will have to get something there probably. And then... You know, like I said, Dionysus, he's like a stand-in. The third one, I haven't decided yet. Because I never really tested it with Vishnu. But Vishnu could be really good. As could Cert, wherever Cert is at on this list. Because Cert is going to give an AoE defense down, and she's going to be in your AoE teams, right? So, where the hell is Cert? Is he up top? Cert! Let's go with level. Somewhere in my life. There he is. So Cert has this skill, which is really good. So you don't really need anything else on him, which is nice. Like, he's just there to launch this and then get out of the way. So he's a good one. Vishnu is the other newest one. Where did Vishnu go? Damn it. Vishnu. Vishnu. Here we go. So Vishnu, the trick with Vishnu kind of, in my opinion, works on a tier. So best on single target wind, because you use Winds of Nirvana. Then best on single target, because again of Winds of Nirvana. And then best on AoE for Magaru. The problem is making sure you get windswept on everything. And you'll see up here, it's like increased chance to inflict windswept by 13%. This has a base 33% chance, and then you can get, I don't think I've pulled it yet, but if I look at my Norn, I have it on Norn. This one, windswept boost. So you get another 16% here. So it's a really good defense shred, but when you go AoE, it's harder to land. So where's it at? Did I just lose Vishnu again? So, windswept when it's not giving me the wrong thing. This was saying the shock one the other day when I recorded my video. I didn't catch it. But this is defense down by 12 turns. And then up here, windswept foes take 13 more cent damage. So, I want to test it with Vishnu, but I haven't grabbed the right skills on Vishnu yet. You have missed nothing. I just started early. Neko Shogun can be used with her, and that's another thing I would need to test. Is so the reason Neko is good, you're gonna sacrifice like stats on Wonder because Neko is much lower in terms of level, i.e. also power. Where's my Neko? There he is. So he's going to cap out, or she or whatever is going to cap out at 45. But they have this. So increase ailment accuracy. At the start of battle, you would increase party's ailment accuracy by 10%. So you would want to put them in lead and then take the Automataru and bring it over here instead. Plus 14% for the highest, the enemy or the person with the highest ailment accuracy. Now it's only 2 turns. So with your Haru, if you don't have A1 and you don't have enemies constantly respawning themselves, then you're using skill 1, then skill 3. So this is only going to affect you for the first 2 turns anyways, just kind of like Automataru. And then Hunter's Instinct, increase allies damage by 18%. For every 20% of the target's ailment accuracy, increase damage by 1% more up to 6%. So keep in mind, this is 24%, right? But it's whether or not you have enough defense down for that to be more valuable than increasing damage taken and defense down. So it's always a balancing act. And the best thing you can do is test it on your account. So take your, basically sub out your 3rd slot, try Vishnu, try Cert, try Neko Shogun. Now, keep in mind, Neko Shogun would have to become your 1st slot if you do this, and you'd have to get Automataru. But if you do that, then you can run the exact same rotation. You have a little bit of damage variability because of the way the damage formula works, and you can just see which one gives you more damage. Because I have an insane amount of ailment accuracy on my Haru just because of the way my cards landed. So this could be easier for me to hit than another person. It's hard to say. It's a cat. I mean, that just makes him awesome to begin with. I would spend 400 on Vishnu regardless. Vishnu is a really good persona. Especially if you go into something like, if you end up pulling Mont Figure Skater, which you may or may not want to, but that would be a good one for Mont, for her one side. What should we aim to get Haru's ailment accuracy to? So the answer is always going to be 150. It's going to fully depend on your cards. And what you want to do is bring her into battle, give her Tomoko's skill 2, and just see what it is. And then you know what gap you have to close. So like if you look at, I prepped cards yesterday. Another thing I was complaining about on the guild. But like check out my Sepia here, right? So he's holding my card set right now. And if I look at him, I've already got almost 30% ailment accuracy just by the cards I lucked into. And that is, I'm not using an ailment accuracy 3rd slot. So I'm running a crit on this one. If you don't have Haru's Reppin, and you don't have Summer Tomoko, this will need to be ailment accuracy. You're not going to get enough otherwise. So I don't need that because I'm pulling her weapon and I have Summer Tomoko. But look at this. I still rolled 10% ailment on that one. I got 12% ailment on that one. Nothing on this one. I got 2.5% ailment on that one. And 5%. The cards just gave it to me. Like this, that's just luck. I was actually not chasing ailment accuracy. I was looking for crit rate damage and crit and bonus damage multiplier. It just gave it to me anyways. Like it is what it is. So you're going to play a little bit of the luck god here in terms of what you get. And keep in mind, it's not wasted anyways because she scales up her damage with ailment accuracy on top of the 150. So it's not like you lose for having it. Neko Shogun's very good at chess. His passes is literally called Stockfish. That's awesome. A5 star, you need 40% from cards for turn 2 150. That's good to know. But yeah, and just remember your navigator also passes over stats. So, and you get stats from your Thieves Den. And that's why I always say, like, I can't tell you to go get exactly 50 or 42 or 97. Just load up a fight, give her main buff, and then just see what the number is. And that's going to give you a better answer than I could ever give you, because I don't know what's on your account in terms of like cards and stuff. Ooh, we're hitting 10 on some people. Who is next in this slot for me? Well, one will have to be Haru, so we'll just wait and put Haru in there. And I'm about to get another one right there anyways. Yeah, so focus on things like your Thieves Den too. Thank you for the luck. You got her on the first 10 pull, nice. I saw that Code Noir got a double pull, which was amazing. I would get the weapon. Even, I mean, the weapon just a really good DPS increase for her anyways. Yeah, Mon Figure Skater is going to be interesting because she is going to be one I can recommend skipping pretty easily unless they give her a good buff. I don't know what they need to do. I need to go read her kit. But I literally have her on KR and I have not used her. Like, I just, in any time frame that I needed to have higher damage, she was not it. Now, granted, I didn't get her when her banner was out. I got her later. So it wasn't like I was there for the prime of her stuff. How do you decide between crit rate versus crit multiplier? Partially just by what the cards give me. I don't have a good crit multiplier card. The other is just, again, going into battle and seeing what your crit rate actually is. So in an ideal world, I would also have a crit multiplier card that has crit rate, bonus damage. I wouldn't mind if like Pierce was on there. And then I could test the two side by side because my crit rate gets pretty high. Especially when you think about Dionysus, and then you think about the increased crit from what's his face, Shiva. So that stuff all kind of comes to play. It also will depend on if you're using Umi, because if you're using Umi, then you've got another set of crit. Are you using Shock? Shock's an increased amount of crit. So you eventually get to a point where your crit is either 100% in practice or very close to it. When you start hitting that threshold that more often than not your big attacks are critting, then you switch to crit damage. But it's easier to like test it when you throw your buffs on. Oh, what do we get? We got a bunch of stuff. Ooh. Shiny stuff. If you guys ever watch my Arknight videos, you realize I get distracted by shinies very easily. Let's see. Lots of good chats here. You got Haru plus weapon, both 2 times max pity, loss of 50-50. Ouch, I'm sorry. Buff her multipliers up to 500%. Yeah, Shadow. The thing is, like, her ice form needs work. Her ice form, it might as well not exist. Do we have many events after Haru? Like before? So we are getting a patch on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And none of us know what it is because it did not happen in CN. And it looks like they are realigning the banners in CN for the same release. So the big speculation is it's going to be a simultaneous global patch. What we don't know is will there be a character with it? There's people speculating that there might be, but there's been nothing that has specifically called to it. We won't know, obviously, probably for a couple weeks. So that is the big thing that is like the giant community question mark right now. So after Moko, yeah, so you just need 3%. Like, that's almost nothing. So you're in a really good spot. How good is Haru's 4-step? It's decent. I mean, it's not a bad weapon. It's just, in comparison to her 5-star is really what you're talking about. And her 5-star is just going to give her more output. But if you're not chasing the highest scores, who cares? Like, her 1-star will be fine. If you don't have Summer Tomoko, though, get her 5-star. Or you're not going to be able to hit that ailment threshold. A6 R6 Fleury versus Mon Figure. Yeah, and that's the thing is I've told people Fleury holds his own, and that's where that comment comes from. So Mont is not the best ice character to begin with, and then Fleury is competitive at max, so it's kind of like people ask me a lot about On versus Rin Lion Dancer. An A6 On, not an A4 On, an A6 On is comparable to an A0 Rin Lion Dancer. And then an A1 Rin Lion Dancer says goodnight to On. So, like, it's kind of like one of those situations. You have a really good character that can fill in the slot of Mon Figure Skater until we see what the buffs are. You got Haru early? Hell yeah. Yeah, the pity twice always hurts. Or Leo 5-star is a good consolation, though. It's probably the best 5-star standard weapon. Just got Haru. Very nice. Nice. Oh, good. I'm glad you're using the planner. We ranked 36 this cycle. My whip cracking worked. Hell yeah. See, Melissa is the actual guild leader. Matter of fact, I made her a guild leader yesterday. So she does all the hard work. Make no mistake. Santa Bear. Matter of fact, Santa Bear. That's a really good word. I'm going to see something really quick here. Where is my YouTube? Because it's December. Maybe, just maybe, Santa Bear should give some gifts. What do y'all think? How's that feel? Merry holiday, Christmas, whatever you celebrate to you. Love you all. Speaking of on, got her from the thing for the 110, just wanted the standard. I got my on to A6. I like legit just the game handed her to me, and I'd used a couple like where they gave us like in the Lufel book where you could pick. Like I used one there and stuff like that. Yeah, so YouTube, so gifted subs work two ways. I can give subs. I have a, you know, I can like go out there and get you guys subs. I can't target gift you. Like I can't be like, oh, I'm going to give it to, you know, Bao. Like it doesn't let me do that. And then like a person can gift subs. So because I'm monetized, you have an option. I'm just telling you how it works. You don't have to do this, but you can go in there and be like, oh, I want to gift X amount of subs for the channel, whatever. Right. So it works. Look at that. And then Melissa just comes through and does it. Thank you, Melissa. So point proven. And Melissa is showing me up, showing how it works because she's amazing. And so, yes, you can also give gifted subs as a viewer, if you will. Happy holidays to all. A2 on. I love On is still a really solid AoE unit. Like she's just a good slot in. What do we got? We got about 10 or so minutes before I do the pull. I want to give people chances to come in. 700 pulls? Jesus, Shadow, that is a lot. Let's go lose a round of the cards. I have not had a chance to really play the card game this week because I've been playing Arc Knights, doing a lot of streaming if you guys have been catching the streams. So I need to like rank a couple times because I'm like way behind in this. So let's go. Matter of fact, I ranked down because I had a terrible, when I was on the podcast last week, I played around and I had a terrible starting hand. And so I ended up like de-ranking, which is embarrassing. Who got the gifts? Let's see. Tetra Boom, Danny, Bacon, hell yeah. Iggy, Eternal, all welcome to the memberships. And y'all, don't forget, I do have a Discord. And if you link your Discord to your YouTube, then you'll automatically come over. Otherwise, you can just join. It's fully open to the public now, so it's no longer members only. We've had it open for a little while. We got, I think, a little bit over 300 people in there. We chat all the time. Melissa and Kage have taken over my rank 1 spots of highest leveled in my own server, which is embarrassing as the creator. Any pro tips for Tycoon? Get a good starting hand. It depends on your ranking. Lower ranks, you can usually trip people up by holding your wonder cards and your joker cards till later, and then running like something you can continuously, like I can't easily continue this chain, so I'm gonna hold my wonder card. Higher ranks gets tougher because people do more things like running the 4 cards together to reverse the orders, so higher ranks can be a challenge. And like, see how she double 8'd right there? Unless she's got a way to run this board multiple times, that was a terrible time to do that. Because that double 8 can be very strong later. And you can even use the double 8s to close out your round if you, because it's basically a free turn. So an 8, a wonder, that's 2 back-to-back free turns, which is what I would hopefully hold mine for, depends on what she plays. Yeah, you don't want to really use your wonder too early. And see, this is a tough one because... yeah, because someone has the 2s. And see, this is why I didn't want to use my joker in case crap like this happened. So this is a better place for me to use my joker. Because now someone has to wonder, which they can't because I have the other one. Or run 2s, free 2s, which there's only that. So now I control the board. The only thing that sucks here is I have singles. And so this will be harder to keep control of. Because she might have a king. Yep. So I'm going to use the wonder here. And the reason I'm going to use it here is because if they do doubles on me, I can't counter. I would say this was like an okay starting hand. See, this is going to screw me too. So she's going to run a 2, so I can't do anything. 4 revolutions in 1 turn is insane. See, this is good. This is good. If I control the next thing, I automatically win because I can 8 into the queen. Which, unfortunately, he's got the king. This is actually a fairly even match because he probably has doubles. Yeah, see? That's the only problem with running singles later, is you usually run into shit like this. Because there's literally nothing I can do about this. Now he's running a single, so he'll win. I almost hit pass on accident. Could you imagine that? I worked for a bank you shouldn't even have to work. I'm sorry, that sucks that you're working right now. Already guaranteed on the 80. Pulled her in 40, nice. And then tried the 110 and got her in 10, Jesus. Heck yeah. Weapon pulled in 40, hell yeah. Very nice. Yeah, Tycoon, and here's the thing is if you lose your first round in Tycoon, you're probably not coming back. Because Tycoon is made to keep the rich richer, as somebody said. Unplug my router, because I'm playing this. This is just, we got 10 minutes before we pull, so I figured I might as well get a match in. Sorry, I just totally did that on stream. I didn't get to the mute button fast enough. At least I got a joke out of that one. This is... Oh, I got a 4 ace. That's crazy. I haven't pulled yet. I'm waiting until 8:45, so another 10 minutes. I wanted to give people a chance to come in. Is it my... Oh, it's theirs. Okay, so there's still another wonder out there. Right, because I don't... Or did they play it? I was looking at chat. No, you're not late. I'm waiting 10 more minutes. See, the problem here is me reversing it. I have high cards. But I can now do that. Can I win on the next one? Yes, I can. Alright, I can win on the next round. As long as somebody doesn't counter that somehow. So now watch. I can play both 8s, automatically get the turn back, and say goodnight to the team. Got Haru in 40-ish, hit pity, lost early on weapon, Leo's weapon. Now scrambling together all I can for her weapon. You've got a little bit of time though, so run some content. You know, she's not going away tomorrow or anything like that. Your laptop's out of space, you gotta delete something, like delete Windows. Don't delete Windows. Is there nothing else you can remove from your laptop, or can you get like a cheap external drive and just load it up on that? I know, that was a pretty fun move. But not only that, like you need to do that for achievements, and so you do actually want to do that anyways. But that was a pretty jerk move. Yeah, that's like the mic drop of the game. It's like, pfft, enjoy that. Oh, this is an interesting hand. Triple kings. Do I let him have it? Well, she's gonna waste her wonder card, so I don't have to worry about it. Went for Haru on the 110, got her on your first 10, heck yeah. Lost the 50-50 on the weapon, left with 6,000. Oh, yeah, dude, this is a good start. Is Haru out? She's out. I have not pulled her yet. I'll be pulling her in just a couple minutes once this match is done. We can go... Can I win on this round? Wonder into 8s. Into 4 2s, but then they can reverse low. Shit, I'm out of time. I might have actually been able to win on that turn. I didn't have enough time to think about it. Okay, now can I win? 8s. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh shit. Oh, I did not mean to double that. That's okay, I win here. the thinking timer is longer on the other servers, and so I didn't have time to plan. I think I could have won on the last turn. Spend all your Persona coins and maxed out Vishnu? No, you're not screwed. You'll get enough back. Do you have Shiva, though? MOBA has a bug with selecting more than one Fortune Revolution, and it goes back to 1. Interesting. I haven't heard of, that's the first I've heard of that. Oh, I did hear her banner was ending early, but only 18 days. That's weird. Noob, that's fair. Like, at least in the US, the rich do not get punished. Matter of fact, the rich are rewarded for not taking income. They can leverage the banks and just be completely under debt and make money from doing it, which is insane. I'm not advising people to do that. This is not a financial stream. Bum 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 bum. Love the lobby music. It's calming for some reason. Do do. Yeah, something's coming on Christmas. Absolutely, absolutely. Here's the thing with her banner ending. I really think that lends credence to a character potentially, but again, I know absolutely nothing. There's no leaks. There's nothing to say that. You just won the 50-50. Nice. Shiva, you only play her or him on turn 3 and turn 6 because in the background they will stack their mechanic. I'll show you really quickly and then we're gonna pull. They have a stacking mechanic that gives buffs, and you want to launch it when they have the full buffs. So thankfully their buff they do in the background. You don't have to actually have them out. And so here, Shiva, as I have fully built mine out. So this is what we're talking about. Karmic Alteration. Karmic Alteration is tracked, or is done with the Dance of Destruction. So you get 3 stacks at the start of your turn. That's the important phrasing there. So when you come into the turn, you're getting it before you use a power. Even in reserve, so they can just be sitting in the background. And then when you use Dance of Destruction, you add these things. Increase this skill side damage by 33, so you're doing more damage on this skill. Decrease foe's defense by 45% for 1 turn. So think about you do this and then Haru goes. Increase target's psi crit rate taken by 18%. And so now you've just given 18% crit to Haru as well. So that is what you're doing here. So it's very specific, and this is why this is a psi unit, because you don't get this for other element types. I guess technically you could use it with Riddle if you want to get cute, but effectively use a different persona, do Dance of Destruction, different persona, Dance of Destruction. That's how you use Shiva. Okay, shall we pull? Shall we pull? I feel like we should. I feel like it's the time. Let's clear out these rewards really quick because the exclamation... Oh, it's the train. I forgot we had the train. Oh, I finished this out. Okay, well, that's cool. I guess I won't clear it out because I don't want to click on that crap. Let's get a Haru. And let's go with the 50-50 because that's far more fun for stream. Put it in the predictions. Am I going to win my first 50-50? You get Shiva through the coins in, that you get, and then you get them in the shop. All right. Going for 10. First round. Double Haru. I'm going to say it. It's going to happen someday. Or what did you guys say I have to say? That I need to say, I'm building pity. That's what you guys told me to say. I'm building pity. Alright. Best character in the game. Got her twice. See, I told you. Double pull. First 10 pull. Time to end the stream. Noob, I'd be okay with that. Honestly, lose and then get a double. Shiva. Shiva is one of the new ones they added last patch that you get from the shop with the special coins. My Shiva's maxed. The second they launched her, I maxed her. I got 201% in combat, 201% for ailment accuracy. You still get benefit, more damage from ailment accuracy, so you're fine. Her passive gives her more damage based on ailment accuracy. I'm building pity. Dude, I'm building pity. I even said it. That's your strategy and it works. It works. 50 of 80. Okay. That wouldn't be the worst. 50 of 80 is really not a bad time to pull. Persona. You're Makoto Yuki? I knew you'd be here. Round 3. Be good to me, baby. Be good to me. Well, if I didn't already have her maxed. Finally pulled a Vino. Man, it's, you know what's crazy to me is how many people didn't actually ever pull Vino in Queen's Banner. Like, it just never drops. This is Persona 5X. So this is kind of like my main game. You thought I couldn't respond to your chats? Why can't I respond to your chats? I mean, you're literally in my stream. Yeah, so you've got to go with the Christmas style. All right, what are we doing, people? Give me a 5-star. Oh, Mont, not until you're a figure skater. Am I worried about you? You don't have Max Vino? I love Max Vino. She's so good. And she's closer to my age than all these teenagers are, so, you know, that works for me too. Ugh, used all my card thingies. What am I on? 40. So someone said 50, so this is where we get her. I trust in the 50. 20 pulls, nice. That's not bad at all. All my 4-stars are maxed, but I do a lot of pulls, so it's not incredibly surprising. My 4-stars would go to waste until the next 4-star character, the selectors. Oh, we didn't get the we didn't pull on 50, so let's just do it on 60. How about that? Yeah, there's only a couple more 4-stars to come from like story stuff. Saving from Akechi and Makoto Yuki. Not pulling for anyone after Futaba is a loss. I'd have to think about who's coming in between. Violet's really good. Winvass is really good at A1. My brain isn't locked into the banners right now, so I'd have to think about that one. Yeah, this is definitely a Moko banner, if I ever saw one. 60. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yes, Luce, very, very nice one to pull later. Leo. Random pull. 560-ish, Barry. Yeah, no, I'm in my 40s, friends. She is a bit older, but she's still... I'm still probably closer to her age than someone in high school at this point. I have a kid out of high school, and I'm about to see another one graduate this year, so that gives you some perspective. Okay, we're hitting the 50-50. Are we going to get her? Can we get her on the 50-50? Come on. I want a double. I believe in the power of the cards, or some saying like that. I don't know what the saying would be. Where's it at? Haru? Ugh, dude, that gave me like a scare. I've got a lot of 4-stars in these banners. It's gonna go all the way to the last pull. The suspense is building. Oh god, didn't this happen to you, Melissa? Didn't you get a Rin on your 50-50? Oh, Sag. Alright, so we know we get her next. The question is, can we get her on a double? 1 Morgana, 2 Haru. That's not bad, though. Why the chance banner? Because how boring would this stream be if I was just pulling on a guaranteed banner, for one? And for 2, in the long run, it's almost identical math. The difference between the 110 and the 50-50 is so incredibly negligible. And I know this because I wrote the script that tested the math for it. So I can say that with absolute mathematical certainty because I'm a math nerd. My Haru is Chinese. That's how she identifies. Now it's, can we get her early? Earlier. We didn't get her early. You have an ace 6, Rin? Jesus. I don't even know what state. This might be an A2 for me. Yeah, because if you were just here watching me pull to the 110, you're like, well, we know he's gonna get it. Yay. There's so much uncertainty in what I'm doing right now. The problem with not getting it early is that may ruin my hopes of an A1. I don't know if with the uncertainty of Christmas, I don't know if I want to push an A1 now. Because what if that character is cracked and I want to A1 them? 4-star Luce? No, he's decent. He has a place. It's just hard because there's so many good buffers and stuff in the game. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the problem with the A1 is, look, I'm down to 15,000 gems and I haven't even gotten her yet. And I try to pull every character, hopefully. Although this may be destroying my gem reserves. So I do not have unlimited pocketbook funds to infinitely pull, let's say. Not sure, but I think new players... Yeah, Joker Banner is always in for new players. I forget for how long. I'm not sure. I'd have to... So Devin, technically speaking, the 50-50 has a better rate than the 110. Over the long haul. Not... Like, you got to think more than your first pull, okay? It's very, very slight, but if you really want to be technical, the 50-50 has the better rate of the two. Good statistics. Oh my god, am I going to double pity this banner? Oh! Oh! That's my I'm struggling sound. Do you use your dupe? I will. I haven't had to yet, but I will. Who wants to hear you talk? Zeke, as long as you're not being overly spammy, talk away, my friend. What's a pocketbook? That is for us people that were born in the 1900s. We used to have this thing we'd have to carry around with all of our coin. Some people also called it a coin purse. But yes, if you're from... Let me put it this way. Stranger Things. I could have starred in Stranger Things at that age. Like, that is when I grew up. So, yeah, I'm a good old 43 over here. By the way, for the extra reward on the 110, will it get updated with the release of new standards? No, it will not. Oh, wait, on the 110? Yes, but only after they come out. Sorry. I was thinking the 300 selector, but the 300 selector never gets updated. Or at least they've never in the other servers. They can do whatever they want and think. Oh my god, this is painful, y'all. No, Tress, it's again, I'm speaking in the long haul. Like, you can't assume against on an individual to individual banner. Then yeah, I mean, your better bet is to go for the 110. But when you plan on pulling for multiple banners and multiple copies of characters, the math will prove out that the 50-50 is and it's again, it's so minuscule to not matter. Like, you're talking the difference of 1 or 2 characters in the grand scheme of tens of thousands of pulls. I know they got rid of pennies too. Like, this is how old I am. I still have a jar of pennies, and my kids are like, "What is that for?" And I'm like, "I don't know." At this point, nostalgia, I guess. Like, I'm not using any gold tickets. I'm gonna hold them until there's a reason for me to use them again. Okay, can we get a double? Can I pull a code Noir and get a double? It's never happened for me in all my pulls. Can there be another one after you, honey? No. Okay, at least I got her. Oh my god. And yes, I'm getting the weapon. What am I gonna put with it? I just got Ryuji's weapon. I used my coins for it. So then I need... Karmic Cycle would be my next one I want. God, I don't even use Okiana anymore. She's like dead to me. I guess Fleuret. I wouldn't mind having Fleuret's weapon. I guess these will be my consolations. Floof acquired, but now I'm sad because I was really wanting to go for A1. I don't really so much care about guild scores in a realistic way, but it's fun. And I have her at A0 on KR, and I just really want to have her at A1, but those gem reserves, and I haven't even gotten the weapon yet. Alright, so let's see. Can we get lucky on the weapon? I am 8 towards the first 50-50. I don't have any pity built up. Yes, they do eventually add limited weapons to the shop. They cost 20 coins. And they also increase how many coins you get in the battle pass if you pay for that. But here's the thing, they only add the weapon after the character reruns. So like if it was out now, Haru's weapon wouldn't be there. It wouldn't be till she reruns that you get to see it. Oh, you forgot Sea of Souls? I'm sorry, that sucks. Was that hard pity? Yes, Oblivion. That was... Apparently, I was maybe a little too... we're going to call it dirty in my integrations for Raid Shadow Legends. Too many innuendos, and so I just got a lump of coal in my stocking is what just happened. I'm going to keep with the Santa theme, guys. You have 35.9 thousand outcome of A3 F0. That's how many gems you have left? If so, that's not a bad number. I've lost most of my 50-50s on the weapon banner, so it'd be nice to take a win here. Vino's, then Haru's. Okay. You know, I would be mad at Code for that if it wasn't A, for my love of his love of Haru, and B, the fact that I get to use his A6. I mean, was that Haru guaranteed? I lost the 50-50, and then I had to go to pity on that Haru. It was painful. It was painful. When is the guaranteed weapon banner coming to global? I mean, unless they pull something super early, not anytime in the near future, like a year from now. Yeah, hopefully the weapon is better. You lost your... Alex, man, that's painful too. Took a huge risk, bought 5,000 crystals, and got Haru on your 60th. Dude, that is awesome. You played Persona games 3, 4, and 5. I've played all 3 of those. Persona 4G is my favorite of the Persona series. At least we get the vibe to this music. Wouldn't it be fun if they put Christmas music in during the holidays? Y'all, I'm a Christmas nerd. Just let me be a Christmas nerd. I love the season. It was happy family times for me as a kid, and there's not a lot of times I can say that. So it was like the Christmas spirit delivered. Look at that. Can we get an R1? Can I be greedy and get a second one? You love my profile pic? Thank you. I still need to redraw it. That one was an AI one. But I do 2D pixel artwork. And some of the artwork on my channel is actually my artwork for it. But it takes hours to do that, to draw those. Matter of fact, I actually did a stream where I was drawing live one time. Okay. I gotta settle my heart down for a second because I really want her A1. But that's 160 pulls. What is that? 18,000... No, because I'm doing the 50-50. So that's potentially another 24,000 gems. I am curious how much this converts to. Oh, it only lets you do 100 at a time. Because I do have a lot of these. Yeah, the AI for that one. But go on my channel. I have a bunch of non-AI stuff. But guys, I have a full-time corporate job. I have 4 kids. And then I still content create on the side. Like, I only have so much time. Okay, I still need to think about going for the A1 or not. Let's go level her up. Let me slow my brain down for a second. Am I a gacha whale? No. I'm probably in the realm of dolphin, I guess, because, like, super chats and stuff come back into this. Like, when people gift memberships, that comes back to here. So I typically will buy these. So I'll buy these passes. And then depending on where life is at the moment, if I have enough, I will do the platinum set and the Millicoin set. And I'll do like the rank 2 of them. But like last month, I was a little short, so I didn't get the second Millicoin set. I just got the platinum one. So it just, I mean, I still need to feed my kids, right? So there's limits on stuff. Why do I have so many Violet gems? Because I never spend them. I've just had them sitting there, honestly. I've never used... Well, I think I maybe used... I used them for like the Vicissitude ink yesterday. Because I was trying to get Haru cards. Let's level her up. Let me think about this A1 situation. Where is she? She's going to be at the bottom. Alright, so I already got her cards. I put them on Sepia. So you guys can see what I did here. So these are, I spent a lot of stamina getting these cards. It's sad that I'm a dad but still have these vices. How are they vices? That'd be my question. The fact that I play video games or spend money on video games? I don't know. I mean, I have like, look at this. I have a literal arcade in my office and I have another arcade in the other room. So it's all relative to your responsibilities. So I don't know. I'm not sure I understand that particular comment. All right, so then this one, yeah. So this one I have attack, crit rate, and ailment. This one I'm going to have crit, ailment, pierce, and damage multiplier. This is a nice card. This one, bonus damage, attack, crit rate, ailment, crit multiplier. Yeah, I have no idea how hard I had to chase these things. Crit rate, pierce, multiplier, defense, ailment. I may switch this for a crit multiplier if I can get a good crit multiplier card. I need to go see what my stats will be in battle. Hobbies, not vices. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can tell you all my bills are paid. I have savings accounts. I have retirement accounts. Like, my kids are fed. They get what they need. I don't know. I feel like I'm doing well enough to be able to reinvest super chat money into my own stream. You tell me. You tell me. I don't know. Attack, defense. This is the only bad stat. Defense. It sucks that I have defense. And I used all of my reset cards to try to get this off of a defense roll, and it just never happened. So those are the cards. Like, I got really good cards on her. And by the way, if you're going to ask Wisdom, Pleasure, or Set, I sold my Soul for Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, no. I'm sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. So I'm under contracts. And guys, if you talk about vices, I'm sponsored by somebody. How do you think I pay for pulls? Like, so what if it's gambling? Gambling is, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could say it's a vice, but you're also watching a streamer gamble. Pot meat kettle? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're calling out there, my friend. It's probably just that you're trolling, which whatever, I don't really care. Stuff like that doesn't bother me. Do I have enough? Oh, I have enough to unlock this fully. Sweet. Skill. She uses skills 1, 3 in her highlight. Her skill 2 she doesn't use. So unless you're trying to get her to a certain number for the Thieves Den, you don't have to level her skill 2. I think I just made Code Noir proud. I have not had this Fortune Revelation Selector issue. But you're the second person to mention that, unless you were the one who set it up top. Yeah, I mean, let's be real, guys. If you want me to continue to make videos at the rate that I do, like, there's got to be incentive for me too. Like, I enjoy this. I do it because I enjoy it. But is there... I mean, do you guys care that I make money? Because the worst case scenario is you just don't watch the raid video, which I can tell you nobody is. Like, it's not like you're being forced to watch it. So, like, I launched one yesterday. It has 100 views, just under 100 views. Like, you just scroll past it. I'm not going to be insulted if you don't watch it. Yeah. I'm just scrolling past. You gave me more information than you should. You feel bad for you? Well, I mean, if that's how you feel. But let me tell you something. I don't need someone to feel my emotions for me. That's the joy of being a much older adult, as I realize that my emotions are my own. So if you would like to spend your emotions feeling bad for me when I myself don't feel bad for myself, enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy it. How do you use Run with Joker? You either use Run... if you have her at A1, it's skill 3, then skill 1. If you have her at A0, it's skill 1, then skill 3. And that's all you have to do with her. She is super, super easy to run with him. Does pulling from the 110 banner affect your RNG negatively? It has a lesser rate than the 50-50 on a pull, like on an individual pull. But the choice of the banner you use has no impact on the other banner. So if you're pulling on the 110, the 50-50 might as well be a different game. Like, they don't talk to each other at all. They're completely separate systems. Let's see. Mature streamer for the win until... You know how it goes. Until the nighttime streams. And then I get saucy. If you guys ever want to see a saucy bear, come over to the nighttime streams. which normally would be tonight, but we have Christmas stuff to do tonight. Gonna go to a Christmas parade with the fam. Put the fam first, man. Kids and wife, they come first. So as much as I love you guys, got to do the kiddos. Plus, again, I am a Christmas lover at heart, and so I want to go to the parade. Like, are you kidding me? I want to go. I want to see Santa on the float. Yeah, and also I set a budget. Like I said, I didn't buy all the packs that I wanted to last month because I didn't make enough in YouTube. It's really that flat out for me. Like, none of the money that I spend in this game comes from my personal accounts. If I don't make enough in AdSense, Super Chats, memberships, I just don't get to spend in the game. And that's what happened last month. It was a slower month for that kind of stuff, which is fine. I'm here for fun. I'm not asking for anything. And I pull less because of it. You know, I think if you're a responsible individual with your budget, you set aside your needs, you take care of your retirement. I think everyone should look towards their retirement if they can. I know it takes a while to get to that stage of life sometimes. And then if you have extra, or you're willing to earn extra to do so, which is what I do, who cares? But here's the thing, I will never go over my budget. If I set a number and I hit that number, there is no, oh, I'll just spend $5 more. Like, it's done. Like, and if I miss out, I miss out. Who cares? Like, also this whole game's gonna go away one day. So what do? Right? Like, I'm not gonna spend any more than I'm willing to in my budget and then be sad about it. Would suggest a Patreon for $1 to support. That's not a terrible idea. I don't know that I am at a place that I can add new content to a Patreon though, because in Patreon, you also want to give more. And so right now I have, and again, this is not an advertisement to go do it, but I have memberships active on YouTube and it's $3. So that's kind of sort of similar to a Patreon in my book. Is if you're a lover of the content and you want to drop $3, like, it's super thank you. Occasionally I'd launch videos early for members. Like my Haru pool video will probably, or not pool, my Haru guide will likely come out the night before. And that's usually what I do is I give the members the video, some videos the night before, and then it comes out the next morning for everybody else on my usual content cycle. So I try to do like little things. We have Discord. We have some like member only chat channels in Discord, which honestly, the community is so tight that they usually don't even like, oh, I didn't level our skills. They usually don't even like talk outside of the member one because they just like to talk to each other. But I do technically have channels. Like there's some IRL stuff I'll post in there every once in a while that I don't give to everybody. If we get a ZZZ anime, you'll stop playing. Nice. I do have a Ko-fi, yeah. I put that up there because they have better tax rates. YouTube takes a bit out of your earnings. Which, I mean, they got to make their money. I'm not mad at them for that. I wish they were a little bit more towards the content creators, but it is what it is. I mean, I get a very small amount of money from them for playing a video game and getting that chat with all you fine folks. Like, I'm not mad about that. Yes, it activates at the start of the turn on a new wave, assuming there's new enemy spawning, which happens naturally at the start of turn 1. If I remember correctly. I don't have her at A1 on the other server, mind you. That's skill 1, skill 3. 5% more ailment. You're so close. Did you go into battle? Because sometimes when you go into battle, you hit that other threshold because of your Navi. So check it with your Navi in battle if you haven't already. Screw the budget. A6 Kasumi. The only two characters in my mind right now I would want to push A6 on would be Kanji from Persona 4 and Teddy because the bear theme. Like that's legitimately it. The rest sure would be fun, but the cost it would take to A6 a character, or the amount of banners that one would have to skip to amass that amount, is insane. Like, and cool, like I'm all for, like, I'm not judging anyone who does that. Like, I'm all for the whales. You keep the game alive. So I actually am happy that you do that. But oh, that's in battle. Damn, you're so close. And then I do this, by the way, just for the palace to get the ratings up. Yeah, well, so Bob, the situation is less of that and more of, am I sacrificing my future characters? Because there's some level of probability that there's going to be a surprise Christmas unit. We don't know for sure, but like the fact that they're ending this banner and they're ending banners in the other servers for Christmas and they haven't announced the character for then, like that's lending some credence there, right? So I need to be careful there because if they launch a character for Christmas, I can pretty much guarantee that it's a character that they're going to put a really good A1 on because they've been doing that. So from a fun standpoint, to get a character potentially with everybody else on all servers that I don't have a year of foresight on and be one of the first people to actually test them for fun, like, dude, that's it. Like that's super hype. So I wouldn't want to chance that. And I do try to pull everybody. Then like I said, there comes a point that I have to stop doing that. And that point is coming quickly because of where I'm at. But let's see. So where am I at? Metajoules. I almost clicked the wrong thing. You know what's nice is in the other servers, they just have the actual pull item. Like, it's so much nicer. So, do you want to make this purchase? Yes. 10,000, you need 24 to guarantee, so 12. Let's see. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, yeah, and that's the other thing too, Sonra, is if it's CN level, like it's, because you can't give like a Haru, you know, wind figure skater level of power to CN because nobody would pull it. Nobody. So they'd either have to give us the nerfed version, or we're going to have some of the most ridiculous power creep, or it's going to be a Guardian and no one's going to need it. It's like one of those three. I hope the game is most dead, most boring it's ever been next patch. Literally give 10 gems, no events for a whole month. Oh, I hate when we have the dead ones. Are those characters with Christmas skins? Well, I definitely think they're going to be launching Christmas skins, which may finally get me to buy a skin. I know this isn't fun, but there's a good chance for a new character would be announced a few days before. Absolutely, that's exactly what I think could happen. Did they ever give something for Christmas? Not like a specific event in terms of like what we might be getting now. Yeah, I'm going to go 50-50 on this one now. Let's go to the 50-50. Did you use your monthly clear Cognigems rebate? Bear. Monthly clear Cognigems rebate. What? These up here? Oh, it is a new month. Well, let me get these things really quick. Thank you, Melissa. That helps a little bit. See, this is why Melissa's the GOAT, guys. Like, she keeps me in check on this game. All right, am I on the 50-50? I'm on the 50-50. Let's see if we can piss off that guy that was here earlier, because I'm gambling. I'm gambling with my carefully measured plans. Let's see. Imagine if we got her on the first 10 right here. I think I would, like, I don't know what I would do. Probably nothing crazy, but, like, it would be cool. How do I don't, Melissa? Like, this is why my KR account was such a mess, is because you weren't there. I probably would have not noticed that for like another 2 weeks too. That's the saddest part, because it's usually like towards the end of the month that I like double check my shops. Where, you know what? I'm blaming Code Noir. Because of all the people to miss this stream, is he in chat and I've missed him? Wear the maid outfit. Don't. Listen, it's a standing challenge. If somebody gives a $500 super chat, donation, Ko-fi, whatever, I will buy a maid outfit and wear it on one of the streams. But I set that bar high because I want it to be ridiculous, because that would be like, y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that. Gambling in a gacha game, how horrific. I know, it's almost like I cover multiple gacha games and talk about rates and if it's worth your money and all this good stuff. Who would think about that? What's up, Razor? I really just wanted more mochas. That's really what I wanted. Because she's a like 437 now. I'm not even sure what poll we're on. Is this the third or fourth? All your Rico copies are making you jealous. She's already A6 on my account. Like, all my 4 stars are. I'll send you some if they let you. You know, that would be cool if like your 4 stars, if you could trade with like friends in the game. Like how cool would that be? Yeah, S Moko. I guess I could put my S Moko up for the guild boss this week. I mean, granted, she's just base copy, but it's still better than not having one. You went to A2 for the lulls? Hey, if you enjoy it, if you enjoy it. What am I at? 40? Halfway to the next pity? So the Revolution card selector glitched. Yeah, I keep hearing that too. Like, it's just one. Need to boost crit 2 times with Dionysus and Shiva after. I need to do some more testing on exactly the best rotation in this guild boss. But I would probably do like a Vishnu or a Cert into a Dionysus into a Shiva. Would be that's my head canon at the moment. A6 for Vino, heck yeah. Really been appreciating your guides as of late. They've been a huge help. Good, good. So Minami in standard, I forget her exact release date, but it should be somewhere towards the end of December, I think, or because the game came out what, end of June? I think it was end of June it came out, right? In which case, then it would be end of December for 6 months. Could you repeat that again? My thought is probably Cert for his defense down or Vishnu for Winded into Dionysus Rebellion into Shiva's skill 3 is that's what I'm going to test first. It's not to say that's the best. Like, there are better people at Guild Boss than me, guys. Like, I'm good, but there are people that are great, and then people that are like magnificent that don't share their tips because they're in the top guilds, right? Like, which I don't blame them. Like, they don't want to give away the secrets, and I think that's absolutely valid. Is that? Yes, fist pump. That's what I get for that. Boom. Imagine if this doubled right now. We're gonna do a little bear dance, guys. Bear's a happy camper. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, baby. Somebody tell code Noir. Imagine Minami will go standing on the Mont figure skater. I think that, or I could see Christmas. The Christmas patch could be. Imagine. Could you imagine if the Christmas surprise was nothing more than Minami in standard? How pissed would everybody be? How pissed would everybody be? All right, so I had to go to 50-50, and I'm 3 into my next pull. See, I built pity. There you go. I built pity towards the next character. Let's go put her in there. Let's put her in there, and then I will do a quick guild boss. This will not be a fully optimized guild boss because I need my pen and paper and to write all this crap down. But let's just do a rotation together. Okay? Let's see what I get. I want to cry because that's so amazing. I am beyond happy. Did I actually click the button? Hold on. I've done that where I've gone into that screen and then not clicked the button. Oh, I need to put Rin's on. Where's Rin? Alright, so she's now... I don't even remember what her second awakening is. That's fairly useless. It's a little bit of extra damage, but it doesn't really help the team. Did I get anyone else that needs to be bumped up? No. Okay, guild boss? Guild boss? After I see what rating I just got on her? Oh, I need to go check her stats really quick too. Hold on. All the business. All the business. Ah, she's only a 95? How are you only a 95 with an A1? And good cards. A1 Haru basically does her skill 1 for free. Anytime new enemies spawn once per turn. Which is, if you have her A1, she's better than Joker on the Joker boss, which I think is one of the funniest things ever. It's kind of like Queen instead of Yui on the Yui boss. Let's see. Oh, this is what's dumb, is because the way I have her built is actually better because I have Summer Moko, but I'll have a lesser rating because of these. But let's see. I've got her at 37 crits, 187 crit multiplier, some pierce, 100% ammo and accuracy, 30% damage multiplier, which that could be a little bit better, but that's okay. I would say her cards are like a 7 out of 10 right now, maybe an 8 out of 10. Assassin's Creed Persona. I don't even know where I finished last season. Let's see. All right, let's... God, the guild's already in here doing stuff. Look at these crazy rewards. Amazing. Take those to the bank. Let's do a run. Wait, hold on. I need to do one more thing. I need to max this weapon now. I am going to max that weapon. I made that decision last night. I went to do it and the game was in maintenance because I forgot maintenance was happening. Because this gives him more attack, which will just mean that his attack is better. Which I'm trying to get like a ungodly team going here. I don't need to go for 150% because I have Summer Tomoko. But yes, you want her to get to 150 in battle. In battle. Doesn't have to be on paper. It has to be in battle. 1 second. Wifey's texting. 10 minutes. I got 10 minutes. I have to go for... Not have to. I would like to go for a walk with my wife. Because she is amazing. She supports me doing this. Can't be mad at that. Okay, so let me show you what I'm doing. I need to make sure my speed is tuned because I have not put a speed effect on my persona yet. Oh, did I do that? It should auto push you to the next slot. This is a stupid game. Phoebe's actually really good here, but I don't have Phoebe's 5-star. And then we want Shiva because I have Automataru, Dionysus, and I'm going to start with Cert. I could see arguments for Vishnu in 3rd slot. I could see arguments for Dionysus in 3rd slot, although you wouldn't have his big buff on turn 3. Obviously, Cert here. He's going. He can go second. That's fine. There's no harm in him going second. All right. Okay, guys. I am not going to pay attention to the chat while I'm doing this because my brain doesn't work that way, and I won't be able to actually remember what turn I'm on. So forgive me. Forgive me. Okay. So you would skill 2 into Haru. Oh, okay. I'm thinking you lead with Cert. Because this is a 3-turn debuff. I have her at A1, by the way. So I can go straight into Distortion. What I don't know is what highlight rotation I want to use. See, that is A1. What just happened there, that's her A1. Because this is the start of when they spawned, and so she will automatically cast A1. If something dies and respawns, she does that again, okay? So, like, well, once per turn. She doesn't do it like 6 times in 1 turn. I think probably actually Chord's highlight makes the most sense here. Because I should get enough highlights on Haru. The big thing is Haru needs to highlight before her turn 3 and her turn 6. That's the biggest thing for her. And so then... I don't have respawns, so... Probably still want to do 1-3. I'll have to test doing 1-3 and then 3-3. If you have respawns, you would do her skill 3. You wouldn't do a skill 1 there. See you later, Z. I love Persona 5 Strikers. A1 Chord's amazing. I'm so glad I went for A1 her and A1 Haru. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so now I want to check my buffs. Because I'm going to go to Dionysus. Rebellion. Let's check her crit rate. And keep in mind, Shock is on here. And I'm going to get crit rate from Shiva. Okay. So, if I go to Haru right now. Yeah, I can switch her to crit multiplier card. Because look at this. She's at 85% right now. There's already another 10% because of shock. And I'm going to get 18% because of Shiva. So she will be at 100% crit rate. So my best bet is to actually switch my crit rate card for a crit multiplier card. And guys, this is what you want to check in battle. And look at this. My ailment accuracy is almost 200%. So always check your stuff in battle, not on paper. Like there's times when I come in and out of battle multiple times just to see what my stats are at different situations. Yep, I did down that right. So now I need to use her highlights so that she gets full charges. Look at that. And so I want this at 3 bullets. And so now you use skill 3. You guys like getting previews into the guy that I'm recording here in a day. Ooh, 1.3 million. I mean, obviously it's AoE, but... And now I'll give you guys a practical, this is what Shiva does. Alright, so we need to have a beautiful time with Futaba. Love the Power Rangers, friends. And then we're going to go back into Hail. So this will buff her ailment back up. Okay, Shiva. First of all, damage. For Wonder, that's not bad. Okay, now check this out. We have Karmic Alteration, 45% defense down. Increased critical rate taken for psychokinetic damage. This is why I said I don't need that crit so high, because on my biggest churn, I have over 100% crit. Now, crit will help you with the scoring because of the way that crit works in these modes, but at this level, crit multiplier would be better. I don't know if that makes sense. Alright, so now we have all fully lined up buffs. All the buffs have lined up. Let's see what happens on the next 2 hits. $1.5 million. Okay. And now let's use her big attack. The gun at full charge. 2 million. That was a 2 million hit. Yes. I'm doing good, Mond. I'm doing good. I'm very happy. We got the A1. I maybe used more gems than I was hoping to use because I failed the first 50-50 but won the second 50-50. But it's okay because I wanted it for fun and you can tell I'm smiling, so I'm having a great time. Okay, and so now... Oh, this would be a good Dionysus time for a highlights. Right? I need to remember what... I don't think Shiva's does anything I want. Damage up, yeah, so Dionysus would have the better effect here. Alright, so let's launch the highlight. Dude, Haru's amazing. And then we will go into Cert again. Drop their defense. And now we need to reapply buffs on Cord. Dun, 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 dun. And then we're back to skill 1. And hopefully I've timed everything that I get her highlight back. I'm pretty sure that should be fine, but if not, Cord will cover it anyways. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Gwen Swip, crap. That's gonna hurt. Oh my god, I almost died there. Do, 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 do. I don't build a lot of like defensive stuff in my people. An AoE unit that can beat me is an AoE, yeah. This is turn 4? Shit, what turn am I on? This is why I can't talk and do this. I just did Chord on the last turn, so then she needs to do Hail Summer Days. And then you would go into Rebellion. Chord goes into Distortion. And then... Yes, because now I can use this. And I should still get Haru back. And then we... Yeah, so we should be on skill 3. Dun, dun. Do, 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 do. Thank you, Tomoko. Thank you for not freezing freaking Haru. That's the worst, is when you get to the last turn and then they freeze your main DPS. Your Futaba's killing it, Oblivion. Oh, that is tough, Sep. I'm sorry. Alright, and now final turn shenanigans. Data link established. Sparkling memories. Shiva. Now. That lyric always sounds like "to the bathroom now." Oh, Chord, you're also amazing. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my god, how much? Oh, damn it, Futaba, you are in my way. Why am I one turn off on highlight there? I'll have to retest that. I don't know why I'm one turn off on highlight. I guess we'll just use this. I'll have to look at that. I would have thought that Haru would have gotten that highlight there. That's okay. Like I said, this is not an optimized run. I'll get a better score later. 2.2 million on that last hit. There you go, friends. 103 million on my not optimized run. That is what an A1 invested into Haru will do for you. The same happened to you and you don't know why. Yeah, there's something there. The only thing, maybe I need to launch her highlight one turn earlier, but then I would have to change the rotation on Chord. I'll have to play with that. I don't know. Yeah. Shadow, do you have $800 you want to send me and I will do an A6 Haru? I would love to. I would love to. Yeah, so when I say that Haru is strong, now, I want to put in perspective so you guys are all not shouting at me later. All my characters in that run were A1 except for Summer Tomoko. I have an A1 Chord, I have an A1 Futaba because I know how powerful they are. So I am also pushing A1 characters with 5-star weapons. So there is a bit of that. This is still unoptimized and I still can do better, for sure. Our guild, I think, has an A6. Yeah. I don't have time to run that right now, but I may do it later just for the fun of it to see what it's like. Get all that. That was still only top 3%. That's crazy. Where are we at? Top 12 because it's just reset? Damn! And Melissa, did you run both? Or is that just your Haru run? Yeah, so Code Noir has the A6. And look at that. 50 million more points than I just got. And I'm guaranteeing he probably didn't run an optimized run yet. And then you have Snow. Snow is just something else. Snow is just something else. You get Chord's highlight again. Noir's Haru is fun. Yeah, that score was fun. I can do better, for sure. But, like, that was still a fun score. And I think, too, like, let me go check her cards. And then I gotta go. But I wonder if I have a decent crit multiplier card. Now that I know I don't need a crit in there. Because then I can test it with the other card. We need crit multiplier. And we need pleasure. Let's see what we got. Crit rates. Did I pick the wrong card type? I need crit damage. Wait. Oh, that's subs. That's why. Damn it. Okay. Trash. 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 Super trash. 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 Maybe could get lucky, but pretty much trash. Yeah, see, I got crappy cards for crit multiplier. But ideally, I would sub that out for crit multiplier. How much have I spent on the game? It's usually about 200 a month, roughly. Depends on super chats, memberships, AdSense revenue, but that's pretty much what I spend, is about 200 a month. Code Noir, wonder who his favorite character is. It's absolutely Akechi, no doubt about it. Code hasn't won Queen yet? Jesus. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me though, actually, because he's only at 150 and I'm at 100, so that would make sense. Oh, that's your auto runs? Yeah, Melissa's taking leaderboards with auto runs. That's amazing. You could try and... My KR account's fully free to play, and I've never had an issue. This game is incredibly free to play friendly. I mean, you can't try to... Like, you're going to have to not A1 characters. You're going to have to not get a lot of weapons. But, like, I've beaten every challenge up until I stopped playing my KR account with free to play. Trying to get on purely free to play. Is Moko going to get power crept? Everyone gets power crept. Like later on you'll run, like check my video I launched on should you pull Haru, because I show on Lufel.net some of the other teams, but there's absolutely teams with like, I don't know, Matoy, Winvast, and Anj, for example. But a lot of times too, it's like, do you need a healer or not need a healer? Like sort of things like that. There's a lot that goes into it, and that's why it's hard to say definitively in a guide, always use this team, because teams change over time. And teams change depending on the boss. So there's going to be times where you're going to want a different team, like if you're in Astrolab, for example. All right, my friends, I do have to leave. I'm going to go spend the rest of the day with the family. Today's a huge family day. And thank you for coming by, checking it out. Hopefully you enjoyed the pulls and the guild boss, and I will see you on the next one. Catch you later.